Hey everyone, today we're going to be talking to you about the difference between single-family detached and condo living. This is getting you to the finish line. So as an agent, over the years, a lot of people have discussed the differences between getting a single-family detached home or living in a condo. And there are some distinct benefits and negatives to both of those. I mean, just to start off, when you own a single-family detached home, you generally have a little more land. So if someone has pets or they have kids, then they've got more room to play. They've got more room for storage. They've got room to stretch their legs. If they want to build their own pool, have a little more privacy, that all exists. The house is detached, as the name suggests, so you're not right next to or attached to your neighbor. Where in a condo, that might be a negative. It might feel a little more like apartment living. Maybe it shares one or more walls with a neighbor. But because a condo is generally part of a homeowners association, which of course you pay money for, you'd think that would be a negative. A lot of the times it more than compensates for some of the amenities that you find in the condo complex. I mean, maybe they have a pool that you're not paying $100 a month to service or repair. Maybe they have a full gym or a clubhouse, things that you can utilize that you're not fully responsible for. Cancel the gym membership. Depending on the condo that you live in or the area that you live, maybe it's a high-rise complex that offers a certain metropolitan lifestyle. Maybe it's
added security.
Added security, right? Gated, underground parking, or at least things are a little more secured. So there are pluses and minuses to both.
There's also quite a few distinctions on the lending side of things. Single-family residences as a whole, there's not a whole lot to look out for. I mean, there's some things regarding safety and things like that, but generally, if a home has been well maintained, or at least maintained enough, you're not going to run into too many problems. Condos are finicky. Every condo is a very case-by-case scenario, and the reason for that is, and again, this is going back to in our previous video when we were talking about kind of the Fannie and Freddie traditional, bucket of mortgages. They have to follow those parameters, and they have a lot of parameters regarding condos. There's many reasons why you might not be able to finance a condo with a traditional mortgage. A very common one is there's too many investors in the overall condo building. So if there's over 60% concentration, meaning that 60% of those units are owned by an investor or an investment company and are being rented out, chances are you're not going to be able to get a traditional mortgage on one of those units that's available. And that affects it in two ways. First of which, it's harder to buy, right. But on the back end, it makes it a lot harder to sell because you take your market of buyers and you do that to it. So there's a lot to be aware of when you're trying to finance a condo. Now, if you're in a market like, say Manhattan or LA or something like that, where it's mostly cash, higher price ranges, those kind of present their own issues. But those are usually outside of the traditional mortgage space.
Well, and we're talking about, that's known as a high density community. If you live in an area that has high density communities where you're building up instead of out, then there is a certain expectation, a certain lifestyle. It is truly just different there. And those markets are unique. But if we're talking locally in Arizona or surrounding states, and you're looking to have more of that traditional American dream, white picket fence, people tend to err toward the single-family detached, but don't discount some of the benefits of condo living. So it really depends on what you're trying to accomplish. As with anything, it depends on your lifestyle. What are you looking for? What's important to you? If you want something that's lock and leave, and you want something that's low maintenance and that has security and that has sometimes pest control and you want to be able to come home, go to sleep, get up, go to work, and then you want to travel, a condo may be one of the better options. And one last thing to consider, value. What's the difference in value between a single-family detached home and a condominium? Well, it largely depends, of course, on where the respective homes are located. There's an old saying in real estate, what are the three most important factors in real estate?
Location.
Yep. So, and that's still true today. But everything being the same, typically, single-family detached homes appeal to a larger part of the population, and because of that, tend to increase in value at a higher rate. And so if you're looking for a long-term investment along with a place to live, a single-family home might be the better option. But again, special use cases notwithstanding, it's something to discuss with your agent. That's what we got today. We're really glad you joined us. If you have any questions, reach out to us here directly, DM us, call us, whatever you need, we're here for you. Have a great day. We will talk to you again very, very soon.
See you guys.